Always great to spend some time with our good friend Seth Waugh, CEO of the PGA of America, and it's Ryder Cup week, Seth, and so many storylines going into it, and will continue to develop. What are some of the emerging storylines you have your eye on?
Yeah, look, it's Christmas week, right? And the wind is blowing today, and I think I talked to Paul McGinley a little earlier, and obviously he thinks this will make it a little more even for the European team, but our boys are pretty ready for it too. We got a few from Texas and other places, so. Look, I think it's, for once we're the youngsters, and I think that's a great thing. The energy there is fantastic. I've been spent a little bit of time socially distanced with the team, and they're loose and happy and feeling really good. And the comments are that the young guys aren't afraid of anything. They're just ready to go and bringing huge energy to it. Look, we waited a whole extra year for this thing, and we're ready to go, and I think the whole world is ready to go.
And they're led by Steve Stricker, the American captain. Your thought on him leading the charge for the red, white, and blue?
He's loved obviously by everybody, including me, and he's showing that sort of iron fist with a velvet glove, and he's really been a leader throughout. There's obviously been a little controversy coming into it, and then had to make 6 picks for the first time ever, and making those calls to the guys that didn't get picked was a hard thing. And so, I think he's spot on. I think he's got his team right where he wants them to be. I know they totally respect him. He's got an amazing crew of vice captains. It's a who's who of leadership in the game of golf, both playing and leading it. It's an amazing combination of youth and experience, I think, that we have. So couldn't be more excited about it, and hoping hoping it comes down to the wire on Sunday.
You touched on the American team. What stands out to you about this group that you believe so strongly in?
I just think they really like each other, and I think they're really having fun, and that's easier until you hit your first wonky shot, right? And then things in this game get harder. But I think they just know each other. They're spending an enormous amount of time together. The bubble has forced that more than ever. Look, it's not going to be some of the pomp and circumstance that we're used to having. But from their perspective, I think it allows them to get more into a groove, right? And I think there's some really interesting pairings that can emerge with, from California and from Texas, and a couple of bombers that can hang out together, and so I think we have this great mix of people that are really gelling, as far as I can tell.
So many events lead up to the opening tee shot Friday morning. You were invited to something very special on Monday. What was that all about?
Yeah, it was an amazing day. One of the great things about my job is that I get to walk into things that I don't really, I know what they are, but I don't know what the experience is going to be and how impactful they are. And we're very serious about inclusion in this game and making it the game look more like the rest of the world, so that the world might behave a little bit more like the game. And I think we've never needed that more than we are today. And so one of the foundations of the pillars of our foundation is PGA Works, and it's all about promoting inclusion and invitation to the game, not just being welcoming, but actually seeking it. And we did an event on Monday that was amazing, with some incredible outside speakers, a group of really driven youngsters that were there, introducing them to the game and introducing them to the career paths that are here. We're an $85 billion industry, right? And we're trying to bring people not only into the participation of it, but in every form. Being a broadcaster, working at the PGA of America, becoming one of our 28,000 professionals. There's just so many pathways that we think we can lead, and we've walked away with endowing a permanent fellowship in the Milwaukee area that our Wisconsin section will run to paid internship for one of those lucky kids that were there on Monday. So really exciting. Just came away. It gives you. I believe that golf is the biggest and best engine for good in the world, and it's charitable. And every other sport borrows us to do great things, and the relationships we learn, the lessons that you learn. It's just an amazing, journey for all of us that love this game. And And so, to go into that room and see the hope and sort of where the future of the game and the country was spectacular. So it was just a really uplifting day. And you come out here expecting the Ryder Cup, and then you get so moved, and the opportunity to just impact lives, and that's kind of why we all do what we're doing, right? Is if we can make 28,000 of our lives better, we can make millions of lives better through this game.
We're going to see tens of thousands of people out here this week watching 24 of the very best professional golfers in the world. But what excites you as you take a look at the glimpse of maybe the future of the game with some of the youngsters out here today?
They come out and look. I'm only a couple years removed from being on this with my son, who is still trying to make a way in this game, and so they just keep getting better and better, and they're more and more fearless because they've been exposed to so much so early. That the level of play and their ability to go low and hit shots and again have no fear. We as adults all think about like what not to do, and all they can think about is how close can I hit it. So it's mind-bending how good they really are, and every year it seems to be raised. The AJGA does an amazing job of grooming them, and then our system of the collegiate play and the level that happens there. So American golf is in a wonderful spot. And look, the game's in an amazing spot. We're in a raging bull market for the game like we've never seen. It's as if Tiger burst on the scene again. And now our job is to make sure that this is a generational change, not just a flash in the pan. And so we've got a new tagline, which is "Make golf your thing," and we really want it to be accessible, available, and affordable, and welcoming to everyone on the planet.
Well, so many great things have already happened. It's setting up to be a sensational weekend. Thanks for all you do, Seth. Great to catch up.
Great to see you, Steve, and thanks for being here, and I hope everybody enjoys the week.